Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here today with another episode of Mini Monday. We're doing complex houses. Now, these houses both, there's only two on the page, but they both come with 3 sections each. So we're going to show you how to do some more complex piecing when you're doing foundation paper piecing. And this works out so cute. We've got some great colors here. We're going to have fun with this. It's going to be a hoot. Really, it is. Now, before we get started, let's do our shout out, because if I don't do a shout out right away, I forget, and it's like really embarrassing. So, Lynn Lockard Quilting. Now, Lynn is part of our Facebook group, and she also does, gives me lovely little comments every time I put out a video. I am just so grateful for her. So, if you guys like what you see over on her channel, tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you over there. She's got some lovely projects on the go. Now, the other thing is make comments on our YouTube channel as well. That helps our analytics, and it helps us move our video forward, and we love hearing from you. And if all you got time to do is put a heart, that's perfect. We appreciate that heart so much. Also, share, like, and subscribe with your friends. We're having so much fun giving you guys free patterns all the time. It's just wonderful that you're actually watching and doing and all the rest of this stuff. So also, we have a Facebook group, and we host a virtual sewing room in Discord, and it's a private group, so you have to have the Facebook membership and then go into the Discord. And you got a sewing date now 24/7, and the ladies that are sewing in there are actually becoming friends, and it's just a fun place to come hang out. Also, we have fabric exchanges by country. We have numerous community chats. One of my favorite is Thankful Thursday and Saturday snippets, and there's just a bunch. Like, it's just wonderful. Also, I speak for free to quilting guilds or quilting groups about elements of design, working with scrap fabric, and making charity quilts. So if your group or guild is looking for anybody that's speaking about those things, please put my name for it. I'd be happy to accommodate them with a sew date. Also, if you guys have shout outs or people that you want me to give shout outs to, please either message me through Facebook or message me through email. And you'll find my email address under the About tab on my YouTube channel. So, you know, like, and that's as well for the speaking engagements, right? I'm a little faster on Facebook than I am on email, but that's okay. Also, we're going to have the Zoom sew dates in the bottom listed out from now until the end of December. And we're just having so much fun with those sew dates. It's usually the first Saturday of the month, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Also, Quilt Bingo should be underway right after Spring Fling with Strings is over, and we're just going to have so much fun with that Quilt Bingo. It's a skill builder, and it makes a couch throw. So if you're looking for some fun smaller project to do other than String Fling, this is the one for you. Anyways, I think that's it. So come on in. Let's get to the sewing of complex houses. Okay, we're at the sewing machine, and there's lots of stuff you need for the complex houses, right? Paper, scissors are a good idea. Any kind of colored pencil or pen or whatever, just to tell you which color goes where. Tape is your big friend, because you're sewing now with a really sharp needle, and I have my sewing machine set to 25 to 30 stitches an inch. I think it's on the modern ones, it could be a 1 or 1.5. You have to look at your machine to see which one it's at. Anyways, this is your friend when stuff starts to fall apart. With this, there's an on-running gag in our house about blue doors, so you need one piece of blue that's going to fit the doorway, you know, and that's kind of where we're at on this, right? It's like the one door. And let's see, yeah, they fit both doors, so it doesn't matter which one I do. Add a quarter ruler is really helpful, but any ruler with a 1/4 inch mark on it will also work. Crumb fabric, a rotary cutter. What I've done is my tracing wheel. I've gone through all my lines and scored them all good so that I have all of the stuff underneath, like you can see the little marks from behind as to where it all is, right? So I'm going to pick this house because now I've also added in a whole bunch of instructions on which gets sewn together. The 2 bottom ones get sewn together first, and then you sew sew it all on to the top one, right? Now, I know that you're going, huh? It'll make sense. As soon as you see it, it'll make sense. Now, okay, so there's our pieces. Let me get this, move this out of the way. Oh, I need one more piece here, cut in half. So this is what it's going to look like, right, when it's all sewn together. So I'm going to take out, let's see, get this out of the way because I don't need that. Okay, blue doors. It gets marked with blue. Now this is my door on my house, right here. That's my door. Now, my roof, I have some darker gold, so in my yellow basket, so I'm going to put brown, like more brown color on the roof, and yellow for the window because it's lit by candlelight, yellow. And you just scribble on it, right? Just to, okay, that color is going to go there, this color is going to go here. And when you're doing some, especially when you're doing really complex ones, it's nice to know where this stuff, the colors go, because sometimes you get, you know, you're doing a bunch, especially like this, where you're doing a whole whack of them at once. It's nice to know where all the pink goes or all the yellow goes or whatever. So I'm doing little pink houses, like that John Cougar Mellencamp tune, Little Pink Houses. And yeah, it's kind of a take on that. Anyway, so let's get started here. First off, we're going to do is the blue door. Now, I have fabric that's probably big enough for the entire thing. Let's see. Do I want polka dot? Yeah, I do. I want polka dot. I want polka dots. I want polka dots because polka dots are fun. There we go. Polka dots. So I will be using this pink for my pink house because, hey, I can, you know. It's fine. And where did my blue go? Oh, there it is. So number 1 and number 2, right? So 1 gets down, placed down first. And where did I mark number 2? Okay. There. Yeah, number 2. And I'm going to lay it down so it covers like 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm just going to cut a small piece out of here, just like so, to do the top of the door, right? Because it's cute and I can. So, and I've got lots of this pink. I actually have lots of different colors here. I mean, it's the most fun part about doing them like this is that it's the rooting through your crumbs. To get the perfect this or the perfect that, I mean, how adorable, right? Okay, the next one is I need 1 bright yellow. Let's see, do I have a bright yellow? I have a darker, oh, here's perfect for that roof that's coming up. Yellow, let's see. Okay, let's do a yellow. This is a yellow with pink flowers. Okay, let's do this. So this is the perfect size because it's a good overlap. And I just totally missed those. Okay, so I'm going to put this down first and overlap it. And then I'm just going to finish with this. Cutting this off. There we go. Gee, I might not need a whole bunch of pink for this. Okay, so now we're just going to make sure it fits in the middle there somewhere. And now the brown roof. The brown roof, I mean, I've got this thing overkill, so big, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to put the brown in. I found this one, it's a bigger piece because it's goldish looking, and I figured, okay, that one's good enough for this. There we go, and we're just going to get a big piece. There we go. There we go, just like that. This looks really fiddly and really intimidating, but I promise you it is not. Basically, the roof is a flying goose, right? A flying goose unit. So it's really fast and really simple. Okay, now. There we go. All right, get that extra thread off. So you're just basically pushing this pink out of the way. And then we're going to do a long, narrow piece of pink. And now you could just trim this. Once, if you're doing a lot of foundation paper piecing, what some people are able to do after a while, especially more experienced quilters, they can just eyeball this and know that they are within that perfect little space of pink. Let's go. Oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. No, we should probably go this way. Make sure we're big. Go big or go home, right? There. So I'm going to go big. Bigger than I need, but that's okay. And go one side of the door. And just make that go up like so. See, some people, like, at this point, they would just sit there and they would trim it. They wouldn't do anything else other than trimming, right? So there's our yellow, and now we're just going to add another piece of pink going this way. Oh, I should probably go this way. No, I'm going to go this way. I feel better doing it this way. Okay. And there. Now, get the other side of the roof done. And this finger press this out of the way. Just so nice. So nice. So neat. There. There we go. There we go. Just like that. And there we go. Line this up. Now, okay. Now you want to go 2 in 1, and there's a 4 there that needs coloring in pink. And do I have enough pink on this side to do it? Probably. There. There we go, and we just lay it down like so. It's probably going to be bigger than I need, but that's okay. There. Oh, I should make sure it's only this. And this has to be 2. There. There we go. And there. Now, I'm just going to run a quick little stay stitch around the roof, right? Because that's kind of important that this stay in place. stay stitching. It's a little bit, makes it a little harder to remove the paper, okay, to be honest, but you have no distortion afterwards. So it is the perfect way to make sure your blocks come out as best that they can, right? So, I mean, okay, yeah, it's a little inconvenient at times, but it works. It does work. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to make it just a little bit wider than I need. There we go. And I go back into the pink. Okay. There we go. And there. I know, it seems so fiddly, but you know, if you're using all one color, this would just be adorable. Now, the way to make sure you've got good coverage, you got over a 1/4 inch on either side. That works. That's the charm. That's the one that makes it work, makes it happen. There we go. I'll throw that back into the pink because it's a nice little piece. There. There we go. So the little pink house is all done, except for the background. The background, there's background whites on the bottom pieces. Here we go. No, that's not going to work. Ah! Oh well, we'll do this. It's a really odd piece of fabric. So I'm just going to... There. Once it's a crumb, it pretty much can get mangled any way I want. Yeah. Here. There we go. Here. Nice. Okay. There, that will be the other end. And there we go. I find minis relaxing. I know, it sounds weird, but minis are very, very relaxing for me. And I always adore a good mini. Now, when you're cutting this, you can cut 2 directions, then you need to measure. Right, that's one direction. The other direction is right there. And get that up. Now you're going to measure 2-inch squares. It should be measuring 2-inch squares. And use your ruler. Oh my goodness, use your ruler. Because this is kind of like a T intersection for your foundation paper piecing. Not Y, it's a T. So there's one side, and that goes on that side. Now this goes on the other. Okay, there we go. So you can do 2 sides, or 2 sides beside each other, and then the rest of it should be measured with a ruler. But that's okay. That's okay. There we go. A little piece of paper went and jumped. Oh, wait. Wait. That doesn't look right. No, it doesn't. No. There. There we go. And... okay, now, first thing we do is we sew these two pieces together, the bottom of the house, and then we sew on the roof, right? Okay, now we're just going to sew this because there's all sorts of things you could do here, my pinning and all the rest of it, but you know, these don't look, if you're doing something really complex and really, really hard, yeah, then go through all your pinning and, you know, matching points and all this. We're not matching points. The only points we're matching is the bottom and the top, right? And as long as you get them kind of in the right space, it's fine. Then you just pull off only the paper on the seam allowance. And that is going to save you some time and some bulk, right? So you just pull that off, and it comes off easy, especially if you're using a sharp needle and a sharp needle and sharp like tiny stitches. Okay, now with this, we're a little over on each side, right? Because you can see the roof here, right? So we can put this under, as long as everything kind of lines up, we should be good. But if you want to pin those corners, just to make sure that the corners, everything was lining up, you can. You can make this as complicated as you want. You can do, you know, a whole bunch of bottoms and then do flying geese if you want, right? And then it would work, right? So let's go here. Okay, now that this is all done, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to press it open like that. And I'm going to finger press and get rid of the paper in the seam allowance. So we've made our T intersection, just like you do when you're driving. So now we're just going to pull off the paper on what we've done. There. Oops. Okay. And we're going to get this all off. There we go. Now, I shouldn't have done my stay stitching here. Oh well. But that's okay. I forgot what I was doing. That's okay. If you do a little bit of extra stay stitching, or, you know, that's fine. Because the bottom of the roof is being sewn right away, right? You know, before you pull the paper off, you don't necessarily have to do the stay stitching on the bottom of the roof like I did, which makes it harder to come off. Also, you can use, if you find yourself struggling trying to get these little papers off, tweezers! Tweezers are your friend. I have no idea where my tweezers are right now, but I would imagine they're somewhere in the sewing room. I have touched everything. Amalgamating 2 sewing rooms into 1 sewing room was quite the challenge. I probably saw them 7 times, but I don't know where they are now. So here we are. Okay, so now we press this open, and we're going to fold it open. Now we've stay stitched the top, so we don't have to stay stitch anymore. So I'm just going to stay stitch around the bottom, where the bottom starts, and okay. There we go. Just around the bottom, just like so. There we go. Now this did not fold open, but I will force it open, because that reduces bulk in your block sometimes when you're folding open. There. And all the way up. There. And now, okay, because one went one way and the other one is now open, I'm just going to go and quickly give that a little clip almost to the stitching line and just press it open with my finger, right? So it looks like that on the back, so it will lie flatter when you're sewing it. And let's get to our beautiful big ta-da moment. Okay, here's our cute little house block. Isn't it adorable? I know we did the pink houses as John Cougar Mellencamp tune, right? I just thought, okay, yeah, and the blue door, you know, we have a blue door on our house, so. But people are always asking, how fast can you strip these? You know, the paper off the back, because they're kind of concerned, you know, that's a very time-consuming thing. And I just like, well, everybody has different ways of doing this, and it does not take long. It really doesn't. We sit in front of the TV, watch Netflix. I have a stack of these to peel and a little bag or a plastic pot or garbage or whatever to put them all in. And, you know, next thing you know, they're done. because the seam allowance paper is gone, right? So this once that paper is been removed, this becomes really an easy thing to do. Now, the other thing about moving your the seams up, you know, into the roof, is that's the way the block just wants to lay that way, because there's so many seams in the bottom with the door and the window and all the rest of it, that it just pushes that the fabric goes up into the roof, right? So, or that flying geese unit that creates the roof. But yeah, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about it at all. This block does lay flat, and it's just cute. It's a perfect one to use if you have a bunch of fun fabrics. And I'm just getting the last of this off. And this last little stubborn piece is here. Okay, and we're done. That's how long it takes you to peel one. And I wasn't trying hard, so I mean, if I concentrated on it and not dabbled, it would have been much faster. But you guys get the idea how quick these come together. So I do hope you giving these a try. They're just such a cute, fun way of using up your crumbs. I mean, and we have a lot of fun with these. And at the end of this series, I'm going to try and make some charity quilts out of all these little babies, because they're just adorable. So I hope you are staying well and taking care, and life has been treating you very gently. Okay, and your 1/4 inch is absolutely perfect. Okay, so until we see each other again, all my best wishes. Bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey, and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life, and you know, your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your lives, and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.